Hi guys, Mrnewmobile here. Apple iPad Pro 2021 release date. Please subscribe followed by the bell. You can also keep up on Facebook, Twitter by clicking the links in the description. The newest iPad Pro 2021 rumors are pointing to a release in just a few days. At least one version of the next premium Apple tablet, a 12.9-inch model with a mini LED display, is thought to be coming in the first quarter of this year. A Q1 launch date would sit nicely with the last iPad Pro's launch, which happened via a quiet update in March 2020, and rumors of a March event this year. However, Apple has introduced previous generations of iPad Pro at several other points in the year, including full press events like WWDC, so it's hard to be certain which approach it'll pick this time around. Makers are ramping up mini LED production in anticipation of companies like Apple needing it for its latest hardware very soon. There have been a few other iPad Pro leaks in the past few weeks. It shows that from the outside, the only change that seems to be happening to both models is the speaker grills, where the holes are moving sides for some currently unclear reason. The 12.9-inch version's overall size may also be shrinking, which suggests Apple is reducing the size of the bezels on the display. On the inside, we're expecting more interesting things to be happening. The main one of these predictions is a new A14-based chipset, potentially with 5G support like the iPhone 12, which also uses these chips. We could also see Apple borrow a feature from the newest iPad Air and add Touch ID to the iPad Pro's power button to complement the existing Face ID system. With an Apple event rumored for March, it could be less than 2 months until the new iPad Pro launches. Chances are if this event does go ahead, the iPad Pro won't be on its own. We are also expecting more MacBooks and possibly an iMac with Apple-designed M1 chipsets, plus new AirPods Pro 2 earbuds. The rumor mill has already gone into overdrive when it comes to 2021's iPad lineup, and a brand new render has revealed a tantalizing glimpse at what this year's new iPad Pro might look like. Based on leaked CAD files of the supposedly upcoming iPad Pro, one 3D artist has created a full video revealing a rather similar design to the current model. And while a few tiny tweaks could hint at some huge new features for one of our best drawing tablets, it seems the next iPad Pro is going to look a lot like the last iPad Pro. The render reveals a familiar edge-to-edge display with black bezels, along with the standard magnetic ports for the Apple Pencil 2 and Magic Keyboard. Good news if you've already splashed out on these not exactly inexpensive accessories. Apple could be planning to add extra magnetic connectors at the top and bottom edges, next to the speaker holes. While it's unclear what these will be used for, it could suggest that Apple is planning to implement magnetic MagSafe charging, which has already hit the iPhone 12 and is rumored to be returning to the MacBook Pro. We were taken by surprise when Apple launched the Magic Keyboard last year, and the company could have even more useful, and no doubt pricey, peripherals up its sleeve. We recently saw a stunning AirPods concept involving pass-through charging from an iPad to the earbuds. One of the most persistent rumors about the 2021 iPad Pro suggests it could become the first Apple tablet to pack an LED display. The renders neither confirm nor deny this report, so there's still hope for creatives that the iPad's display could become the ultimate digital canvas, with vastly improved brightness or contrast. Some major internal changes could be in store for the iPad Pro, namely, the addition of Apple's M1 chip. We were blown away by the chip's performance in the MacBook Pro and MacBook Air, and shocked to see some early M1 MacBook price cuts, and if it does make its way into the iPad Pro, perhaps the tablet could finally become a laptop replacement for creatives. We were a touch disappointed with the lack of new design language in Apple's 2020 product lineup, but it seems that could be about to change this year. Even the iMac is finally in line for a fresh coat of paint. But while the 2021 iPad Pro might not look so exciting on the outside, it seems there could be some huge internal changes in store. Apple's 2021 update to the iPad Pro will offer tweaks to the existing design, rather than anything more radical. CAD images which it claims are leaked designs from the 5th generation iPad Pro. They follow largely the same look as the previous model, but with a few millimeters sliced off height and width. Depth appears to remain the same. Does the new iPad Pro cost? Expect the new iPad Pro models to start at between £750 $750 and £800 $800. For the past 2 generations, since moving to the Face ID design, prices have begun at £969 $999 for the 12.9 inches models, and £769 $799 for the 11 inches the variant. Unless Apple introduces incredible new features that bump up the production costs, we'd expect, or at least hope, to see similar pricing on the new devices. There's been plenty of speculation over the possibility that Apple could not only introduce 5G capabilities into the iPhone 12 models, but also into the next iPad Pro cellular models. This would allow users to take advantage of the faster network data services that are now being rolled out, with speeds that can eclipse even their home broadband. As Apple seems to be positioning the iPad Pros as laptop replacements, this feature could make them a seriously powerful mobile platform. If you're not sure how the technology works or what it has to offer, take a look at what is 5G. For a quick run-through, the iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max may have transitioned to OLED displays, but it's expected that Apple will employ mini LED technology in the new iPads instead. This promises to be more energy efficient and less expensive, and avoid the burn in that OLED panels can suffer, where the ghost of an image remains on the screen. We've already seen reports of Apple planning on launching mini LED iPad and MacBook models in 2020, so the displays in the iPad Pros 2021 could well continue that trend. Mini LED can be viewed as a compromise between the superior local dimming of OLED and the price of LCD, and it looks like iPad fans will have to manage with this hybrid tech in 2021. As with every new generation, the 2021 alumni will no doubt arrive sporting the latest in Apple chip technology. When the current iPad Pros were released, they surprised many by the inclusion of the A12Z processors, which was the first time we've seen the Z suffix. This could now be the designation given to the Pro range, so we may see the A13Z in the new models. Whatever chips Apple chooses to use, you can be sure they will offer some of the best performance around, as we've seen from the blazingly fast current iPad Pros. Face ID is great, but some people prefer the tactile nature of Touch ID, plus it doesn't require an array of special cameras to work. Up until now, the inclusion of Touch ID on a device has also necessitated a physical button area for the fingerprint sensor, but as other manufacturers like Samsung, Xiaomi and Huawei are proving, you can now embed them underneath the display. Adopting this technology on the iPad Pros could allow Apple to further reduce the bezels, affording more display for the user, with no increase in the size of the device, or even the ability to reduce the chassis itself. Folding displays are one of the hottest battlegrounds in tech, with companies furiously working to master this challenging area. We've already seen the Samsung Galaxy Fold, Microsoft Surface Neo, and Huawei Mate X appear, but they've not been without their challenges. Apple has been reported to have patented various bending and scrolling displays, so could it be that it is preparing to wipe away the competition once more with an iPad that can double in size by being unfolded? We've already covered this area with our foldable iPhone reel, in which you'll find more details on what such a device could look like. So be sure to take a look at that if the idea intrigues you. It's early days and this will probably remain a pipe dream for a while yet, but we've been surprised before, and the idea of an iPad mini that can instantly transform into an iPad Max is one we'd be very excited to see. At the moment, these rumors remain just that, but keep checking back regularly, as we'll continue to update this latest news as it appears. In the meantime, as it looks likely that the new models won't be arriving soon, take a look at our roundup of the best iPad deals to see if you can snag a bargain on the current iterations. That is it, guys. Would like to see more features on the iPad Pro 2021? Let me see your comment below. Please subscribe, like the video, comment. Thanks for watching. See you on my next video. Peace out.